This morning we read Isaiah chapter 41 and 42. These passages are written to the people of Israel who are in exile and are explaining to them that the things that have happened to them are God's doing. It's not that he was powerless in the face of the idols of the other nations. It's not that he was the gods of the other nations were more powerful than him. They're just idols. The metal worker and the goldsmith work together to make them. They weld them so they don't fall over. There's a mocking of the idols in this passage. But also there's this clear statement, the Lord did it. The Lord stirred up the one from the east, it says at the beginning of chapter 41, and at the end of chapter 42, it says, who handed Jacob over to become loot and Israel to the plunderers? Was it not the Lord against whom we have sinned? And so there's this acknowledgement that whatever has happened to them, it is God who has been at work. In the bad things that have happened to them, he is drawing them back to himself. Remember that when God brings discipline to our life, though it's painful and hard, the point is not to punish us for the sake of punishing us, but is to cause us to turn back to him. And the exile, being carried away into Babylonian captivity, was designed to turn the hearts of the people of Israel back to him. And so he lays out the charge against them. He lays out his glory. He gives them the promise that he is going to restore them. He's going to bring them back. He says to them, look, I spoke to you and you didn't hear. You've seen so many wondrous things. You've seen so many marvelous things, and yet you didn't turn to me. You have seen many things, but you pay no attention. Your ears are open, but that you do not listen. And so the Lord made them feel the full force of his anger at them. The old West Indies saying, if you can't hear, you must feel. And here, God is explaining to them the purpose of the exile, the terrible thing that's happened to them, to be taken out of the land. But there's promise in this too. The Lord will one day restore them. He will bring them back. Turns their hearts back to him. And when their hearts are turned back to him, he will restore them to the land. Maybe you're under the discipline of the Lord today. You know the things that you've done, and you're under his discipline. The Lord says to you, turn back to me and I will restore you. The purpose of discipline is not to destroy you, but to cause you to be restored. And throughout this, there's that underlying message. The Lord's name is going to be praised. This is going to be better than before. The Lord has done all of this to them, yet he's going to do something better. See, the former things have taken place, and new things I declare. Before they spring into being, I announce them to you. So all of that terrible stuff happened, but better is coming as they turn their hearts back to the Lord. I want to encourage you this morning. If you have been, if you turned your back on the Lord, if you've been living in rebellion to him, turn back to him. His promise is the past has happened, but look for a better future. Turn back to the Lord. Then you'll sing to the Lord glorious songs as he blesses.